Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It's February 1st, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Big tech humiliated. Infrastructure on alert. Red Sea close call. And police officer attacked by illegal immigrants. It's all coming up. Then Bill is going to be here with your message of the day. But first, tech CEOs got crushed yesterday at the Senate Judiciary Committee. It was the CEOs of TikTok, Snap, Discord, and Meta, Zuckerberg himself, all regarding big tech's failure to keep kids safe online. And it was both Democrats and Republicans attacking. And it was quite nice to see, actually. Senator Josh Hawley at one point asked Zuckerberg if he would want to apologize for the harm that has been caused to the families in the audience, parents of kids who committed suicide because of being sexually exploited online. And Zuckerberg got up, turned around, and faced the families. He said, "I'm sorry for the things that your families have suffered, and this is why we invest so much, and we're going to continue doing industry-wide efforts to make sure no one has to go through the things your family has had to suffer." Another hearing yesterday, the FBI director said that Chinese hackers are, quote, preparing to wreak havoc and cause worldwide harm. Chinese hackers are positioning on American infrastructure in preparation to wreak havoc and cause worldwide harm to American citizens and communities if or when China decides the time has come to strike. That's Chris Wray, the head of the FBI. He said Chinese hackers are working to, quote, find and prepare to destroy the civilian critical infrastructure that keeps us safe and prosperous. The FBI director said he believes that China's cyber operatives outnumber all FBI agents by 50 to 1. The attacks are getting closer on our ships in the Red Sea. A cruise missile launched by the Houthis on Tuesday night came within 1 mile of a U.S. destroyer before it was shot down. In the past, these missiles have been intercepted by destroyers at around 8 miles or more. And it was the last line of defense, an automated machine gun, which is designed for close-range intercepts. It's the final defense line that a ship has to shoot down an incoming missile when every other layer of defense has failed. That is what finally got it. They're getting closer. A group of illegal immigrants staying at a shelter in New York City have assaulted 2 police officers near Times Square. The officers were trying to arrest a man when they were attacked by this group, who started kicking and punching the officers on the ground. 5 illegal immigrants were arrested, ranging from the age of 19 to 24, and 4 of them were released without bail. 1 is waiting arraignment. Unbelievable. They're sending their best, right? I'm Mike Slater from the podcast Politics by Faith. The great Bill O'Reilly has your message of the day. Next.
Our freedoms should never be taken for granted. They must be cherished, protected, and defended. When corporations pander to the liberal agenda, they must be punished. When corporations stand up for conservative values, they should be supported. This brings me to Freedom 2.0, the bottled water company that proudly represents us. They have hilarious sayings on each bottle like, "This water ain't woke," and "bottled with liberal tears." Use the code BILL for a 15% discount and subscribe to Freedom 2.0. We must never discount freedom, but we can discount water as long as you use the code BILL. Please visit freedom20.com to order now. That's freedom, the number 2, the letter O.com. Freedom20.com. Use code BILL for 15% off. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Thursday, the Superbowl this year will once again attract more than 100 million viewers and celebrate unbridled capitalism at the highest level. And that would happen even without Taylor Swift. But the addition of the fabulous pop singer to the Kansas City Chiefs roster guarantees even more viewers who are enthralled by Tay-Tay jumping up and down in the luxury box every time boyfriend Travis Kelce touches the ball. Now, I like Ms. Swift. She was very nice to my young daughter when the two met on Long Island. I'm glad she's super successful. As far as the cutaways to her bliss during the game, it's better than watching a giant man covered with tattoos consume Gatorade. I do wish Tay would lighten up on the red lipstick a bit, but it's no big deal. I don't know Mr. Kelsey. He's a great tight end, no question. His association with Taylor Swift has brought him attention and endorsements. I hope he is grateful to her. Now, some people are annoyed by the Taylor intrusion into the NFL, but as long as she doesn't kneel during the national anthem, it's all good, as the cliche goes. But I'll probably root for the Niners. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Let's go to the mail. We got Rick. Could Governor Abbott erect a razor wire fence 500 feet inside the border of Texas? Wouldn't that comply with the ruling of the Supreme Court? Certainly. The ruling of the Supreme Court is any state cannot put up barriers on federal land without permission. That's it. So federal government controls the border, and there are jurisdictions, but outside of those jurisdictions, Texas can do what it wants. Deborah, great no spin news as always. I just wish there was a more direct solution to the border, like the invasion is a clear and present danger. Yes, it is. Border states, in my opinion, should have the authority to act even if the Supreme Court folks choose otherwise. Then you would have anarchy. The states can override the federal Supreme Court, and then you have 50 different countries. But you can't. And there's no way you will ever have that. Supreme Court is the final say, whether we like it or not. David, concierge member, I'd be shocked if any Democrat would vote to impeach Mayorkas. If that were to happen, it would be publicly skewered by their own party and not be able to raise money. Yes, the Democrats will not vote to impeach Mayorkas. However, the Republicans want to get all the Democratic congressmen and senators on the record of not voting to impeach so they can use that in their campaigns. This is a political chess game. Ralph, concierge member. I don't just pick them, I pick the best letters. So, impeachment has become a joke, a waste of time, nothing happens. Same with contempt of Congress, nothing. Okay. Stuff happens, but I get your point. In a moment, something you might not know. If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. This protection plan is at an all-time low in price. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 28 years ago today, Congress passed a bill that would limit free speech for millions of Americans. For the first time, the internet would be subject to the same rules as traditional media. Here is the story behind the Communications Decency Act. The law's original intent was to stop minors from viewing sexually explicit material online. At the time, message boards were used for human trafficking, drug smuggling, prostitution, murder for hire, child pornography, and white supremacist stuff. There was no government oversight or regulation on the net. President Clinton signed the statute into law on February 8th, 1996. The American Civil Liberties Union immediately challenged its constitutionality. The American Library Association filed a similar lawsuit. In 1997, the Supreme Court ruled the Communications Decency Act to be unconstitutional because it violated the free speech of adults. However, one part of the original bill remains, Section 230. That small provision provides legal immunity to platforms that publish information from third-party users. That would be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on and on. The law states, quote, no provider or user of interactive computer service shall be treated as a publisher or speaker of any information. So you can't sue the people who expedite the stuff on cyberspace. Section 230 gained public attention during the 2020 presidential election when Donald Trump claimed social media companies were censoring his campaign. And here's something else you might not know. Today, some states have passed legislation allowing legal challenges against social media platforms. In Florida and Texas, individuals can sue the companies for content that includes defamation, inciting violence, violations of the First Amendment, human trafficking, sexual abuse, and gang recruitment. But most states, you can't sue. Back after this. Want to simplify your business finances across expenses, payments, and accounting? Check out Ramp, a corporate card and financial software suite designed to help you save time and put money in your pocket. Ramp's accounting software automatically collects receipts and then categorizes expenses in real time, so you will save time each month on employee expenses, allowing you to close your books in days, not weeks. Ramp is easy to use. Get started, issue virtual and physical cards, and start making payments in less than 15 minutes. And it doesn't matter whether you have 5 employees or 5,000. Get $250 when you join Ramp. Go to ramp.com/nospin. 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 Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank. Members FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.